My original 5 ways to restyle your wash and go video is from 11 years ago. So I figured it's time for an update, seeing as how I have double the length now and do some different things. In this tutorial, I am going to show you 10 easy ways I restyle my wash and go through simple style migration. Just to note, all of these styles would not be done in the same week. I am just showing you a range of styles. You should aim to do less restyling, but you do want to have some go-to options for when you need them. The first thing I will show you is how I prevent sticky or tacky buildup from edge gel. I am misting a little water on a microfiber towel so my hair doesn't get too wet, and then wiping the product off the top. Edge gels like to adhere to hair that is free of oily product, so if you apply them on top of other stylers, that's when you're more likely to get that tacky residue you don't want. Clearing away old edge gel from previous days is also going to give you a better grip and less buildup. Most often when I'm in the house, my hair is in a loose scrunchy bun on top of my head just to hold it out the way and not over manipulate it. If I want more of a polished look, but still want my hair down, I will opt for a headband. I have a ton of them. Accessories are your friend in the restyle game. I have an assortment of Eleyae structured top knot headbands and a bunch of these cloth stretchy ones that are linked in my Amazon shop. Now let's say that I don't want a physical headband. I can make one with my hair instead. I am dividing out the hair from my ear forward. The reason it's easy to grab it like this is because when I set my wash and go originally, I part my sections across the crown down to my ear with restyling in mind. So this part was placed here when my hair was first washed, so it's set that way, making it easy to find it all these days later. I'm using a scrunchie just to hold the hair out of the way in the back, misting a little water to soften the sections in the front, and then I'm going to add a quarter size amount of defining gel and then use the FHI Heat Unbrush to loosen the curl clumps without snagging or breaking my hair. This brush is amazing for detangling and restyling. Then I am going to use a Denman bristle brush and my carbon rat tail comb to smooth each side and guide them to the back, where I will secure it with a satin ponytail holder. You notice I am using a range of tools to get to the style. That's called hairdressing, kids. You need different tools for different purposes. Just like you can't use just one makeup brush to get your face on, you can't do your hair with just one tool and expect it to be efficient or come out how you want it to. Tools have different functions, and knowing how and when to use them helps you have a better experience when styling. You also need finishing products in your stash for the days after. The products you use on wash day are going to oxidize over the days, and you should have no expectation of them being capable of keeping your hair shiny for a week. So, if you want shine, you have to use shine products like oil sheen, shine sprays, or silk oils in the days after. If you want more hold, you need products like edge gel and hairspray. When reviving or resituating curls, using a bit of the styling product that you set your hair with is going to reduce the likelihood of making it sticky or creating unwanted residue. That's why you see me using defining gel and curl primer in these restyles. From here, I can make a lower back ponytail and just leave the curls out, or I can wrap it into a bun. I usually wrap my hair in sections so I can control the balance of the shape. I like to use straight pins to hold it because these are easier for me to get in with this amount of hair, but if you need it, traditional bob pins will provide more tension and grip. Here's a pro tip. Use a mirror and look at the back of your head and make sure everything is where you think it is. I am always so tickled when I see people out and about and I can tell that they did not look at the back of their head and sometimes didn't even attempt to actually style it at all. You are a three-dimensional being. People can see the back of your head. Now I am going to show you some of my favorite half up, half down styles. I am using the unbrush to guide the front sections from that hair headband up to the crown, then my comb to blend that part in the middle, and a brush to smooth it all. The easiest thing for me to do from here is use a claw clip to make a little hump in the front. I'm an 80s baby, and I don't care what's going on. I am never giving this style up. This clip is from H&M, I believe. I will just grab cute and sturdy hair accessories when I'm out shopping to have them on hand. I can also secure this front half with a satin ponytail holder and cover it by wrapping and tucking a piece of hair around it so it looks more intentional and complete. If I need to, I will tie a satin scarf around the front while I finish getting dressed to help set the product and tame any flyaways. Sometimes I will grab a metal cuff for a little razzle dazzle. These are also linked in my Amazon shop. They come attached with a ponytail holder, but I know better than to use this thing in my hair and get it tangled to never be able to get it back out. So I cut these out of the cuffs and just put the cuff directly around my satin ponytail holder. I can also refresh the texture with some curl primer because it's made to define and prime curls and make a top knot or bun. I twist the section to create a bit more visual dimension, but sometimes I'll just flat wrap it. I never make the exact same bun twice. I just go with what I think will look best in the moment. My next move is to go to a full-on top bun. If I want it to look more structured and polished, I will take the time to remove the texture humps with my comb and smooth with a bristle brush. Using a bit of water also helps make the hair more pliable and easy to move against gravity. I kind of have to put my whole body into this, leaning forward, leaning side to gather all this hair up top. It's a mini workout. I like to use a full scrunchie at this point because it's going to hold my hair in place without too much tension so I don't get a headache, and it makes it easier to get this back out later. I am going to use the curl primer to refresh the sections before I wrap and pin them into the bun. You have to look at hairstyling like creating art. You have to sculpt and smooth and apply tension and be intentional by using a range of tools and accessories to create your masterpiece. Notice how when I do my edges, I swoop the comb, chase it with my fingers, and then use the tail of the comb to smooth and tuck that under. You have to use a little finesse. Pretty hands, swift, precise movements with your fingers and tools. Practice being sure of your movements while being mindful and careful. Being graceful. This last style is a little youthful, possibly a little childish, but it is still one of my favorites. I am using the tail of my comb to part down the middle. This part won't be perfect because I don't want to fight too much with separating the curl clumps all the way back, but if I was doing this right after washing my hair, I would be able to make that part cleaner. Using the tail of the comb lets you draw the part into your scalp and slide it through to open the sections. Again, I am going to mist a little water, add a bit of defining gel, and then use my brush to smooth it all into a scrunchie. From there, I will twist and wrap it into a bun, secure it with straight pins, and then repeat on the other side. You've probably noticed by now that I use a range of finishing products like oil sheen, silk oil, holding spray to put those finishing touches on different styles. I think of it like this: I can pull silk oil through my curls and it will add a bit of humidity protection and shine, versus oil sheen is literally going to create a shiny veil on top. I like to use holding spray if I know I'm going to be outside or going out for the night and want to make sure everything stays in place. So sometimes I use a bit of it all, or just maybe one or the other. I don't use any of these items every single day, just when I need them. These are not for hair nourishment purposes, they are for appearance enhancements. I hope these styles give you some inspiration and ideas for ways you can quickly and easily restyle your hair between wash days and have some versatility without compromising the health of your hair with too much manipulation. I will place links to all of the tools, accessories, and products I used in these styles, along with a few more options and suggestions in the About section below this video. You can get your hands on the MoKnowsHair collection at MoKnowsHair.com.